This video is meant for entertainment purposes only. Fashion content in general, I look at it as really just there to be inspiring and be creative and hopefully walk away with a positive feeling. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to debug some of the myths about social media work outfits versus real life work outfits. You see, I always look at the person presenting it to me. Is this person real? Are they really working in an office wearing this type of clothing? So if you can tell from my shorts, which I film on a daily basis, those are real outfits that I wear every single day at work. And I work in an office in corporate America, so those I feel are very tangible and realistic. So when I look through all the content put out there by influencers, which, you know, I do appreciate, there's a lot of work and time spent on those looks. So I'm going to specifically demonstrate to you key elements that I've detected in these recommendations that work in their manufactured, social media platforms, but not in real life. The first one on my list is perfectly manicured nails. Ladies, let's be honest for a minute here. Do you really have time to go to get a mani-pedi every single weekend consistently? Because that's really what I'm seeing in the videos. No, I don't. I mean, my nails are just naturally, I groom them and I try to take care of them with minimal effort. I just don't prioritize them anymore. Definitely not like I did in my 20s. I prioritize other things, such as doing stretches in the morning, for example. Not to say you can't do both. I'm not sure if spending 80% of my, leisure time on maintenance, body maintenance, is a priority anymore in my mid-30s. Unless you're a content creator and you're constantly working with your hands, I don't think in real life anybody wears long, perfectly manicured nails every single day to work. Number 2 is layers and layers of perfectly matched jewelry. I have never seen anybody wear that at work. And not to say it's bad, it looks great. I know it was very trendy last summer and I think they're continuing again this summer because that's really kind of typical to summer, isn't it? Your skin is showing and you want to show off everything you have. Perhaps in a weekend, perhaps when a girl's night out, when you have more time on your hands. But when you're talking about work and work attire, I definitely don't see that in real life. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love jewelry. I give it very much a lot of importance. And I always make sure it matches and I coordinate with the accessories of my outfit, such as now, if you can tell, I have my golden buttons and I have golden jewelry, but that doesn't mean I'm going to wear everything that I have at the same time. So that's definitely not work appropriate. The third element that I see very commonly across all videos is neutral toned outfits. So, I don't know, am I the only one that's seeing a little bit too much neutral? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love neutrals. They're very practical and they help polish your look and fill in those gaps, and they're very useful. However, when your entire outfit is neutral and some, matching or non-matching combination of browns and whites, and it's a bit too much. It turns into something boring, something that, I don't know, if it's recommended to me all the time and I see the entire video is on neutrals, it's almost like wearing a uniform that no one made you wear. I don't remember seeing anybody at any point wearing neutrals at work. I mean, I love them. I try my best to wear them and also try to mix and match with other colors. Definitely not be very heavy on neutrals. Maybe we should be wearing more neutrals at work. I know I'm pulling my weight on that, but it's just not very realistic. Next are brand new clothing items with tags on, unworn, perfectly new. Now, don't get me wrong, I do understand that some of the content out there is for hauls, and I love hauls as well, but how can you recommend clothes you've never worn? Clothes that you never washed and never wore before. I mean, there's this break-in period that needs to happen because you can discover so many defects in that period. And that's why I return so many clothes, because, you know, I love them, I purchased them, they look great, they fit me, I try them on, and then I wash them and something happens, right? Perhaps they shrink, perhaps you need to walk outside and the zipper hurts. Oh my goodness, and especially with shoes. I mean, the most gorgeous pair of shoes can give you blisters. So that's one of the things that I've noticed in these, you know, work attire recommendation videos. They're not very practical in real world. Next is sleeveless, sleeveless, sleeveless. As you can tell, sleeveless. It's great if you want to wear sleeveless, you know, tops or dresses, but not for work. You cannot wear sleeveless anything on top at work because you're cold. You automatically need to put on a long sleeve, a cardigan, a blazer, and then you sweat in them, and there's just a different type of maintenance. Let's not even talk about the fact that sleeveless is not work appropriate in real life. Number 5 on the list is suits. Who doesn't love a suit, especially when you're trying to be elegant and timeless? They are a classic. However, nobody wears them other than influencers. I really don't know who wears them. I mean, I scroll through websites and I see them and they come out every season in all these beautiful colors, and I am in love every single time. But then I remind myself that it might look a little bit silly, I want to say, and maybe it's just in my mind, but in the real life, I have not seen a woman wear suits in at least 10 years. I don't remember when I've seen it. You know, Duchess of Cambridge is wearing suits, but that's about it. And that's not real life, that's royalty, okay? So yes, I love those outfits put together. It's so easy to just put, you know, a suit and a nice casual, beautiful, even, you know, silk shirt under it. But in the real life at work, nobody wears that. And I'm not even sure why they're bothering anymore to make them, because people just don't use them. So when I see those recommendations, I kind of cringe a little bit because I think influencers are the only ones buying them. Number 6 are bodysuits. I love bodysuits. They look great on other people. But every single time I buy them, I never end up wearing them. Every single time I try to reach for it, I remember the discomfort of those little pieces between the legs called clamps. Yes, and let's not even talk about, you know, how uncomfortable it is to go to use the restroom. I don't know who's wearing that other than influencers that are matching with the fake suits that nobody else wears. So yes, it's a great idea. It's a great look for Instagram, but it's not very practical, and I have not seen anybody wear those in real life. So conclusion is that nobody looks that good as you see on social media all the time. We simply just have different priorities and manage our time differently. For someone that, you know, has their full-time job is to look great on camera and present product to you, yes, they can mix and match and, you know, create all these looks, which are nice to see. They're entertaining and visually very inspiring, but I found that a lot of them are not very practical. I don't see them in real life. Make sure that you adapt it to your work environment. And at the end of the day, just really enjoy it, just like this video. If you liked it, click the thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!